Honorable Councillor and the Chairperson of Games Sports, invited guests, members of the media, welcome to the first of its kind, the Mayor's Youth Dialogue, or the Mayor's Dialogue with the youth, the young people of the municipality. This program is intended to, among other things, bring the policymakers and the young people under the same roof to face each other and discuss frankly issues affecting young people. As you all know, since the Azum office, the Lord Mayor has always been interested in the affairs of young people as a youth man himself. And that is why he nominated a youth councillor, and he has been doing a lot for KMYC and other affiliated bodies that are working for the interests of young people. On that note, today would be a day that you will have an opportunity to throw questions to the policymakers, the head of the municipality, who can make things happen. And I am so that whenever he gives his okay on anything, I mean anything, to end so it is done. Again, we want to apologize for the late start of the program because we all know it rained earlier, but we want to speed up again, probably to avoid being caught by the rain. And I want to invite the chairperson of the KMYC, Ms. 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒆𝒍, to give a welcome remark.
Thank you very much, Ward, to the Lord Mayor of KMC, our able youth councillor, the chairperson of the sport committee, and our honorable councillor here present, the national youth parliamentarians in the building here, the sport committee members, the CSOs that are present, the Children National Assembly, and our friends from the media. You're all welcome to the Mayor's Dialogue. As the MC rightly mentioned, this is the first time in the history of the Gambia bringing policymakers with the young people, having this interface to discuss issues affecting children and youths as well as discussing bringing up solutions. But this is another important event because here we'll be discussing about budget participatory. This year we have all seen what KMC have done. We have gone to the ward development committees, but most of the young people were not going to this dialogue. So we feel it is necessary to bring the young people to discuss about the 2023 budget. How do you want us to spend the youth budget for the 2023, as well as what are the activities, what are the programs that you think you would want KMC to initiate in 2023 as we are on the budget session this year. But notwithstanding, I will just take you to what KMYC do. As you all know, KMYC is the body responsible to coordinate, monitor the affairs of young people within the municipality. We have been involved in series of activities, like we have done youth leadership. When it comes to youth leadership, we have done a lot of capacity buildings through the National Youth Council and other CSOs. We have also done entrepreneurship training in partnership with NEDI, GAIPA, ITC, GIZ, and other CSOs in the municipality. That we have supported a lot of young people, over 200 young people that have access to grants and their business are ongoing. And when you look at the market as well, 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒆𝒄𝒏 market, after the restructuring and everything, the young people were given a lot of stalls. There was a percentage of stalls that were given to young people after the restructuring of the 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒆𝒄𝒏 market. So that is part of what KMC is doing to support young people in the entrepreneurship sector. When it comes to peace and security, the Regional Youth Committee with NYC and CSOs like 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏 and Peace Hub the Gambia have been doing a lot of trainings, awareness raising within the municipality, and this we have been doing it in partnership with the WDCs, which are the honorable councillors. And when it comes to women and children programs, we have seen the Children National Assembly taking the lead in those activities. They have been going to different schools, raising awareness on issues affecting children. They have several regional dialogues to discuss with their fellow children. They have also community awareness and community dialogues with their fellow children to come up with issues affecting children and them coming up with tangible solutions. And they have got national sittings where they discuss on issues affecting children and came up with a call of action which they handed over to the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Welfare to support them on those things. When it comes to the Children Act, we all know it is under review. Our children from the Children National Assembly and the former members as well participated in the review process. With the Youth Act as well, we have involved some of the CSOs within the municipality to take part. Both the Youth and the Sport Act are on the review and we're still on the process. Notwithstanding, these are things that we have been doing. And when it comes to KMYC, inclusion, diversity, and gender mainstreaming are things that we always look into. Because we feel that when we talk about young people, we're not only talking about one sector, but everybody needs to be involved. This is why any activity that we have as a regional youth committee, we always consider inclusion by including persons with disability. The children are always involved, the young people are involved, the grassroots organizations are involved, and women as well. So these are a few of the activities that we have been doing. We have also seen that when the Regional Youth Committee was inaugurated into office, we had a very good cordial working relationship with our councillors. Anytime we need them, their doors are always open. They have been involved in almost all our activities and programs, and any activity that we have in their works. As young people, they're always there to work with us, as well as when they have their activities in their works, they always consult our constituency reps, and the young people are always involved. These are just few things that we have been doing as a regional youth committee. As the MC said, we are here to answer questions with regards to issues or doubts that you have as young people. On that note, you are all welcome, and thank you all for joining us.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, KNYC, for those encouraging words and the detailing out what KNYC has been doing for young people within the municipality. Again, we have a program guide, but I'm afraid we might not go as detailed on the program guide. We all know the reasons why. Alpha?
Thank you so much, Wura, the Deputy Admin of KMC. Lord Mayor, Asaseka, Honorables present here. So without wasting much time, we're going to continue with the program guides. We're going to have our Honorable Youth Councillor, 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒏, who have been very supportive, very active, and very influential youth leader within the municipality. A round of applause for 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒏, please. From here, we have 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒏. We should have an entertainment with an artist. We expecting 5 artists: Barhama, Jalimadi, Our Gambia, Big Far, and then Badubinga. Yes, we are expecting them. They call and they will all be here shortly. But before they come, we'll go ahead with the program guide. As you know, Mayor is always in busy schedules.
Thank you very much, and good evening to everyone here. Without wasting much time, I'd just like to stand on the protocols that have been observed by the chairperson of the KNYC. I think she has given a detailed report of the work that has been done by the youth fraternity within the municipality. On that note, I'd just like to also include some of the projects that we have also done, which she has not mentioned. A few of them will be similar to the 20 million youth fund that we had given to young people. This was a project that we had with Supersonics 2 years ago that came into existence, where we gave funds to entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs within the municipality, and also help them with most of their startup capital. From there, we also saw the mayor's tournament, where we had almost $2 million invested into that competition, where we had teams from all the 19 wards within the municipality come together to showcase their talent and show some of the things that the young people can do within the municipality. In the area of sports, we also saw how we maintain most of our football pitches within our neighborhoods by converting and putting in the standard goal posts that we have. Some of the areas are like Bakau's Biko field, Buffer Zone had 3 of those posts, the Bakote field also had 2, Kotu is also another one behind the Nawek, and other football pitches around the municipality were also lucky to have some of these things. Going further, we also gave tricycles to young people within the municipality. These are these bachkas you see going around. I'm happy that today most of these bachka owners are people that have benefited from this project that we've had. It has changed their livelihoods and it also gave them a decent living. And this is what, or some of the focuses we had when we got into office in 2018. When we talk about the entertainment industry too, we have spent almost 2.1 million in buying tickets and supporting artists around the country. I think you have seen every December or during festivities, you'll see Mayor take pictures with artists like Jizzle, ST and Attack. These are finances from the youth budget which have been put in place to support the entertainment industry. So in as much as we might not or have not been able to build a standard place yet, which is in the works, because we are going to have an auditorium of an auditorium that is going to seat 500 people. This auditorium is also going to play a huge part in making sure that the entertainment and performing arts industry is also improved. But this money that we have spent, which is close to 2.1 million, has gone to making sure that young people are also given the chance to explore and show their talents. From there, we have also gave a lot of scholarships to young people and also travel support. In fact, in the crowd here, when I came, there was a group of young people who told me we have already sent our letter, and hopefully before we leave for Ghana, it will be worked on. So these are also supports that we have given, which I cannot give a total now, but we have given a lot of scholarships to MDI students, GTTI students, students in high schools, and even University of the Gambia. We have also supported our own staff within council with scholarships outside of the Gambia, even if it's not fully, but we are supported in a certain capacity. Going further, we have also started the renovation of our community centers. Bakau's community center is already being built. Bakau New Town is also about to start in a month or 2. Kololi is almost finished. We are also working on the Fadikunda one, which people that live around the end would have seen work has also started there. Our main targets are now to see how best do we also refurbish the Abuko one. For the places that don't have community centers, we are working on a regional community center with the youth of Kanifing to see how best do we have a hub where young people can come and also explore their talents and make sure that it's a safe space for them. Going further, we just launched our municipal library, which will be the state-of-the-art and one of the biggest library we'll have in this country, and is also going to be accompanied by a wellness center. A wellness center as in a safe space where young people can come and be, express themselves in so many different ways. We hope this will also play a big part in making sure that juvenile delinquency is reduced to the highest of its capacity, and where KMC can also play a part in the development of young people. Since we came into office also, we have employed almost 400 young people within the staff cycle of the council through the municipal waste project and also municipal police. These are all developments that we have had. And one for me which has been very instrumental and has given us the way to do most of these projects is that we have had a jump. In 2017-2018 when we came, the budget for young people in council was $500,000. In the past couple of years, we have been able to improve it from $500,000 to $2.5 million, and it has helped us a lot in most of the developments that we have done. But also another thing is that we have been able to work on a lot of PPP projects with most of the developments that we have done. What PPP can also show is that institutions within the country find credibility within the council and finds the council worthy of working and partnering with. We hope that we will be able to build on this credibility and move forward under the leadership of Lord Mayor 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kemo. I think there's a lot of projects that KMC is working on for the young people. As he delivers his speech, you can look through over it. Some of the projects that are highlighted, most of them are directly for the young people, like the library or the engagement, employment of young people with the Bali project. And also one more to add on that, all these councillors that you are seeing here, they have offices and their secretaries are females. So you see how the council is trying to empower young people and our gender women, as I shall always fight for. So without our time, I would like to recognize the presence of the CEO of 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒏𝒆𝒍. Thank you so much for coming, and the entire media fraternity for coming. We always love to see you people here, and you are having a very close relationship with KMC. Thank you so much, and keep it up. All right, in that, I would like to hand over the mic to the sports, sports chairperson, honorable, the sports chairperson, honorable. Yes.
Thank you. Well, I was not informed that I will do the statement, but nonetheless, I will give some few remarks. Lord Mayor, Chairwoman, Chairperson of the Nayconf Municipal Youth Councilor, Youth Councilor, my colleagues of sports, good evening. It's a pleasure for me to be around here to discuss with the young people. I will just want to give few information pertaining to sports. We are all aware the parts we are using presently for Nayconf are directly under KMC. So we will thank the Lord Mayor for allowing us to manage the affairs of the parks with free hand. Honestly, whatever we are doing there, sometimes you don't even consult mayor's office. We will appeal to the Lord Mayor for more development when it comes to parks, because the municipality is so big. We have only 4 standard playing grounds. Namely, that is Bakau, Serekunda West, Manjai, and Serekunda East. And the number of athletes is more than the playing ground. So we will appeal to the mayor's office that we need more playing grounds with very good conditions also. Sports is now a real business. So many young people are taking care of their families' sports, particularly football. That is no secret now. Everybody is knowing that Gambian footballers are now becoming millionaires. Musa Barrow is one of them. And there are more Musa Barrows in this country, especially in this municipality. So for that, we want to have very good football ground with good standards. And especially our I'm not going to be biased, but Maja and Koroli area, especially Kotu, South, there is only one standard football field, which is Manjai Park. And if you look at the young people within that environment, it's more than that place. Yeah, more than 40 teams will come for qualifying rounds just to play for that ground. So how many teams are eliminated? The number of teams eliminated are more than the number of teams playing. So that is showing the urgency of having standard football pitch. So thank you. I think I will stop here for the meantime. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chairman. I would also like to recognize the President of 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, the focal person of Youth Connect, and the staff of NYC. Thank you so much for coming. And again, I would like to recognize the President of the Youth Office, Amichao, and the team, and all chairpersons from different constituencies, Kabiro, Che, just to mention a few, and the rest of the team. And of course, my own family. Thank you so much for coming, Kausu, Musa, and the rest of the team. And we're expecting the regional coordinator, Mr. Fati, in shortly. Thank you so much. And also to add up what he said regarding some of the activities that KMC is engaging in terms of sport. Just like recently, if some of you are following the media, you will see that the Lord Mayor have donated through KMC a lot of footballs and to other jerseys regarding sports. He is very active in sport, of course, as all of you know. And in addition, not only that, when you come to the young people, as he is a youth, is directly reflecting the most.
My last year as a youth.
So, Lord Mayor, thank you so much, and the office of the Lord Mayor for that. Without wasting time, we will still go straight to the program guide, and Mayor is going to give a statement, and from there we're going to also first 10 questions and answers. Before the artists are here, then they will perform. Some of them are already on their way, they call, they will be here 5 minutes, but if you say 5 minutes Gambia, simple is 15 minutes. So that being the case, I'm going to give the mic to the Lord Mayor of KMC.
Thank you, Alpha. Like he said, after the Lord Mayor gives his speech, we will take 10 questions from you. Like the KYC chairperson said, you have to ask questions that matters to you and the budgetary process that the council needs to do to factor in what you need. So prepare your questions, prepare yourself while he speaks. Then we take 10 questions and he will take them on and with his support tabs. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening to the youth of Nayconf municipality. Thank you Alpha and Wura for your organization. I first want to acknowledge Madam 𝒂𝒂𝒏, the President of KMYC, Mr. Councillor 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒏𝒆𝒍, the Youth Councillor representing youth at the Nayconf Municipal Council, Mr. Mudlamin, the Sports Chairperson, Councillor Farmer Fofana representing farmers. First of all, I want to thank all the youth organizations and the youths that are here. I think this is an unprecedented event and something that should be practiced and a culture here in KM. And we hope other municipalities across the Gambia will emulate. As you know, mayors and councillors are representatives of the people. The reason we are in council is to serve you. So therefore, we should know exactly how you want us to be served, how we are doing, how we are participating, and also how we can improve in the future. I think this is the essence of this engagement. And I hope, like I said, it will be an annual engagement. So KMYC, we hope you can organize this regularly. Youth, as you know, I am a youth. I was just joking with Aisatu. I think this is my last year as a youth because I am entering 36 years old. So it's a very sad year for me. But youths are the engine of any country. They are the hope of the future. They are the people we will rely on to make Gambia a vibrant country and a country where one can improve their lives, one can believe that they can make a good life, stay in their country, have a family, have a home, and have a good paying job. Only youths can achieve that. But in order for youths to achieve that, we must be able to put them in a position that gives them a fair chance to progress. And this is why politicians like myself, Kemo, Aisatu, we sit where we sit to make sure we create policies that create a fair level field for youths to prosper. Before I go into too much depth about youths, I will keep it brief because today is about you. Today is about what you want to see your council do in terms of youth programs and initiatives come 2023. For the past 4 years, we have done a lot for youths, but I think it was largely based on what the KMYC or what the Youth Councilor felt based on their experience and engagements about what youths would want. But I think this is the right process to hear directly from you. Aisatu has mentioned a few things that the KMC has done. Kemo Bojang has lamented further. I would just like to make mention of very few topics that I have personal interest in and we are working on or have already launched. And one, of course, is our library project, which is the first municipal library in the history of the Gambia and will be the biggest library ever built in the Gambia at a cost of $42 million. This library will also host an innovation center that will allow youths with various talents and skill sets to have an opportunity to grow those talents. Aside from the innovation center and the library, Mr. Sports Chairperson, I would like to let you know that we are about to build 7 parks in KM. These parks will cost $21 million and will host 6-a-side football pitch, a full-court basketball court, a children's playground, and an outdoor gym. These 7 parks have already been identified, and within the next month we will launch the park in Bakau and the park in Buffer Zone, and others are to follow, including Kotu, Bakote, and several other locations. Aside from the 7 parks that we will build through the Kalifing Municipal Environmental Transformation Program, we have also other parks that we have constructed in partnership with commercial bodies. The first park is the KMC Africell Park, which is currently under construction at Traffic Light. This is a park that is sponsored by Africell, but initiated by KMC. The park's basketball court has already been constructed, the outdoor gym materials are here, and within the next 2 months the park will come online. It's a park named after Africell in honor of their contribution, but it will be a free park, accessible to all with no payment. The second park that will follow at Traffic Light will be the Q Park. We will begin construction in November. That park will have an outdoor track, an outdoor gym, and 6-a-side football. Aside from that, we have the UN at 75 Park, which is currently at construction at the Kotu Botanical Garden. Those who are familiar with the place will already notice that the park has been reconstructed. It will also have a gym, a playground, and it will also have other amenities such as seating areas and picnic areas. This park will open on 24th October, which will be the 76th anniversary of the United Nations. Aside from that, this other park I will not go into detail because for now it is a big secret, but I think those involved already know. It is a park that is a mini stadium, Mr. Chairperson. I think you may be aware. We will be reconstructing or constructing the first fully resourced mini stadium in the KM region. This mini stadium will have 2 pavilions with changing rooms, will have a stage for artists to perform. We'll have 2 basketball courts with bleachers for fans to watch. We'll have a restaurant, we'll have a gym, and of course we'll have an administrative building with a skybox for VVIPs. So this park is already signed and sealed, and we hope to launch it next month. It will cost more than $50 million. Aside from sports and recreation and leisure, I know many youths are particular about rent in the municipality. For the news of all, rent is no longer under the purview of the 𝒂𝒂 municipality, the 𝒂𝒂 Municipal Council. This is now with the rent tribunal, but nevertheless, youths who have finished school, have moved out of their parents' houses, or have started young families are struggling with the skyrocketing rent prices because of the shortage of housing in the 𝒂𝒂 municipality. Therefore, the KM have planned over the next 4 years to ensure to bring affordable housing across the municipality that can create cheap, affordable homes for young families in the KM. This is a project that we will commence as soon as we resume office in 2023. The final one I would like to talk about is, of course, many youths who are engaged in business and are looking for shops at different markets and are struggling to find safe, equipped market spaces to sell their products or to support their young businesses. We know people prefer markets because markets are more affordable than private commercial buildings. Therefore, the KMC has initiated a project called KMM, 𝒂𝒂 Municipal Markets, and we are on the verge of constructing and creating 7 new markets within the KM that will boast 1,000 vendor spaces. But also, they will have a maternity area or a daycare center where mothers who have small babies and are selling can keep their small children in a safe environment. Without further ado, I would like to express my utmost gratitude to the KM youth structures, from the Children Parliament to the Youth Parliament to the KMYC, KM Sports, the various sporting zones, and the many, many youth organizations that we don't hear often, but we know are in the communities, are in the grassroots, serving their people. We thank you all. Without you, we wouldn't be possible. Without you, none of this would have happened. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lord Mayor Talib Ahmed Bensouda. Without wasting time, I would like to call Modu Lum, who has something to present to the Lord Mayor. From there, we'll go to the question and answers before we continue with the program, guys. Modu Lum.
Sen fil mo la ron toy sen president mo la ko da xam duma len lay gis dañ len defaat da mu ñu because no la te ko si ko dimbali trok bi la
Mo, do you want to say something?
la dafa daf ko bëgg dawal oh si souf
okay contact ko si souf
made another truck.
Mo, do you want to say something?
I think he wants to operate it first. But I will start. Yeah, but it's not walking. That alone is enough.
This is very innovative. Very, very innovative.
Alva, so before we go further, I think this is the things we love to see. Young people are given a space to show their talents. And for Nyunsun Innovation Hub, we make the build with the library. You will want to see more new people. You want to learn. Dinañ ko tamit wax ne su nekkee ne am na any robotic classes si dëkk bi nga xam ne you want to go and further ñun dinañ seet fii because I know ne robotic competitions dañ dee am si Gambia. On behalf of the mayor, dinaa jël that commitment ne dinañ ko support on his journey ñu seet naka la moom mën a demee.
Thank you so much. Keon, it's good that you have taken that commitment to follow up with that. So with the library coming and the innovative hub, we'll want to see more of this style coming. Myself, I also will come with one, but that one will be like aeroplane, huh? No, it's coming also support. Okay. Before we go to questions and answers, we would like to have the entertainment part. The bookers here, and he's going to give us very, very, very nice music before we come with the questions and answers. Aiwale.
Ikeku. Aisha, I see you. Lord Mayor, today is the first day, Mayo New Jakarlo, so give thanks today. Aisha, Dirigif, for making me see our Lord Mayor for the first time, face to face. Na alatentu, na annabi jai, nga nani mbaba lakang, nga tiro ninkanunte ulebe lakang, mba fulale anim barasi nyatang anim fula, monyotonera mwere bijango ndin tochi mankali wanim farasi, ndele mwede bade bunkali alo nyami nyakili wanyama dudumata la fulanda na kuka tumakere la kasata. Momo yalo nako, ibijane mufondinke volti, andung, ekomu youth empowerment kaje ko Gambia eta nyato nenga jata bulu balje santo ay wali musundini tanten do bekela nyadi kendini tanten fana bekela nyadi we kano fele ay wali DJ monsong ngata ay wali. Give us more volume. Teninke madia tele na nyefudu kono. Teninke madia tele na nyefudu kono. Ni be pempolenge afwae kanyang. Ni be pempolenge afwae kanyang. Ay wali. Ay wali aliyo mwele ni ne fem polanye afai ay wali atalen na nyu futu kono denke madi atalen na nyu ay wali ni be ben polanje afay kanya ni be ben polanje afay kanya I just want to get the honey 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 buhala honey 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 buhala honey 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 Aliyo mwele Aliyo fana mwele Dinni bolo Mela kumososo Ela futu watanko Nila kano tanko Tonya bebulu Itamuru tasubu Honey, honey, mugo allow. Honey, 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 mugo allow. Honey, 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 mugo allow. Honey, 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 mugo allow. Ay wali. Ah? Ntanola. Ay wali. De banso dinna muna malafi ko dinna. Mine yatinna. Ibe nyunkumo fola nimmin katanyola buka kudindin samba ni yaje ba wolonna inyaba la panyola kanam fadi ya mola salaminna min benni tema adinna ngata ay wali kewol niato le fevo musitiol mene ka depanso di kemesa baye kawlo ka fa yalla fa lulu marse mandiya ay wali nanyolu mini me bante la hajolu bula tambilalu al nimbara lamini ikana fellankan ntemin kenola ikana fellankan ntemin kenola kana lankan kana fellankan ntemin kenola kana lankan yurumi lanya sabika muk de sonna nyinna muna kana lankan kubila nyekatikan kana lankan mune yatinna ibe nyunkumo fola ni aje bo wolonna inyaba la panyola kanam fadi ya mola yimmute na eta tajikirim fenna nko nyine bembala ay wali ikana fellankan ntemin kenola ikana fellankan ntemin kenola kana lankan ikana fellankan ntemin kenola kana lankan yurumi lanya sabika muk ne sonna nyinna muna kana lankan kubila nyekatikan kana lankan birinke futu nganyina foyeko fentembulu ike bula minul fe ini mange kilinti la soto bulolu be kanne lum folo janninke futu nkoy ne fentembulu e ko nye fente woto bila site makana nyina kununna imira kununna aisatu ikana fellankan ntemin kenola ikana fellankan ntemin kenola kana fellankan ntemin kenola ay wali lamini inna nyasa bika muk na sonna nyinna muna kubila nyekatikan kana lankan faita malon jamano mandiya ni man fahamu nka se kolea femme kumpa nko disoto nyala hariyo wata harje woti ni man fahamu jumale ben fahamu la ay wali alinga nyo fahamu wale kadia alinga nyo fahamu wale kadia alinga nyo fahamu wale kadia alinga nyo fahamu wale kodi ay wale nanyonule woni mbari musolu nanyonule woni mbari musolu alinga mfonyo dingeri mfutu banna alinga mfonyo bari nge futu banna futu sitita ninna bari bira sitita kilimfula sabaya mweka futu obanta iko musolu mamunya musolte munya nola baba na tema bari musuba na tema kebita musokilia kwesinama ibatelinna ibako makumala yakorda koleyama nako kairo itolkotano nyinde fenkela mimbe toli nyabola mata no aparakasi DJ futu bannalu mata nanyonule woni mbari musolu nanyonule woni mbari musolu alinga mfonyo dingeri mfutu banna alinga mfonyo bari nge futu ay wali na sister jamba woni mbari musolu nanyonule woni mbari musolu alinga mfonyo dingeri mfutu banna alinga mfonyo bari nge futu banna futu sitita ninna bari bira sitita kilimfula sabaya mweka futu wabanta Marena inimbara nako kairo itolkotano nyinde fenkela mimbe tolinya bola nanyonule woni mbari mzolu nanyonule woni mbari mzolu alinga mfonyo dingeri mfutu banna alinga mfonyo bari nge futu banna nanyonule woni mbari mzolu nanyonule woni mbari mzolu alinga mfonyo dingeri mfutu banna alinga mfonyo bari nge futu banna ajauma ba masibo kebe tubabudu naye kodoki nande wodunta musobulu baba fole laila yendi ngodoku setani wulindo korosiri sataro hanna make sosoto kamfato futuban suntela imire fangotala aiwale nanyonule woni mbari musolu nanyonule woni mbari musolu alinga mfonyo dinkeri mfutu banna alinga mfonyo bari nge futu banna nanyonule woni mbari musolu aiwali mare na mbadingi mbari musolu alinga mfonyo dinkeri mfutu banna alinga mfonyo bari nge futu banna bitam musolu bari musolu alinga song manzola kerola ngaka balang manzola kerola alinga song manzola kerola futu mangene na majiti manfolo walia tama mangene na majiti manfolo walia wandi dingole bebulu ikana ngai bendi wandi dingole bebulu ikana torandi futu mangene na majiti manfolo walia tama mangene na majiti manfolo walia hey amam folo walia I want you when I'm away when you want when I'm away I want I wale nkai wale Alimbara family Ilimbara family. Aiwali, respect man bro. Aiwali. Yeah, you appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Wadi Munga. Thank you.
Yep, your mic. Yeah.
Now, we're going to entertain questions from you. Like I said earlier, we're going to take 10 questions from you. So if you want to ask a question, you raise your hand and identify yourself.
10 questions.
Yes.
Now, you tell us your name, please, and where you're coming from. And then who do you direct the question to? Okay? I will take first then 1, 2, 3. Let me see ladies. The ladies. 4 and 5. 6 lady. 7. 8. Okay, let me start with the gentleman over there. So, where is that the question? Your name?
Yeah. My name will be really. Assalamu alaikum to everyone present here. Assalamu alaikum to the Lord Mayor of KMC and our youth councillor as well and the high table. My name is 𝒂𝒏𝒏. I hail from Serekunda constituency. That's where I'm coming from. My question is directed to you, Honorable Mayor, to the concerns that the youth are going through in my constituency. Few months ago, I have managed to go to the councillor, that is the municipality, to ask certain questions in relation to the problems that my youths in Serekunda are facing regarding to the access, you understand, to at least establish or to start a business in the market. That is the Serekunda market. Because we all understand that Serekunda market is also a resource to the people of Serekunda. But when I went there, I couldn't get the required information that I needed. And still now I'm pursuing. I believe I even went to your secretary to have an audience with you, but I couldn't also. So my question is, what are the opportunities? Because many of my youth that are in Serekunda are interested in business and they are not in that particular market. And what the manager told me was, when you came to office, it was also part of your plan to give a public notice to the public that they can have access to the market. But it was not done still. He said that it was going to be announced in last December, but still now it was not done. And some of my youths that are in Serekunda are really interested to have, a space in the market. So that is one. The other one is as well, as a region, we have seen when you came in as mayor and when you are campaigning, you talked about the issue of the dumping in 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏. And still now, we have seen that issue has not really been resolved. It is still a problem as well. So we really want to know, how far you have gone to contact as well the stakeholders, especially people that are also living, not only the people that are also in positions, but also the people that are living in the community to come on board on the drawing table so that they can see the problem of that particular issue. And the other thing is, in going forward, I would love to thank you and your municipality for organizing this, because this is one of the ways in which we can have, the development that we are looking for. So, but I also think that next 5 years, this can also be done earlier. Let us not wait until we time that we head into to our elections, we do it. So next time we will need it earlier as well. So these are the questions in short. I have a lot, but I would really want to know. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please can we keep our questions and direct to the individual? Because probably before you finish, you might even forget what you wanted to ask. Next question. The lady over there. Yes, the lady over here.
This one. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Honorable Fatmata MJT, the Speaker of Children National Assembly, KM the Gambia. As the Lord Mayor of Kanifing Municipality, we all have seen that you've been doing great things. But my question is, there are lots of things that are happening in KM, especially this current situation that's been killing many people, and I want to know what's your step on that. Thank you.
Anyone else? Are you? Huh? Okay. This is short and precise. Huh?
Yeah. Hello, good evening. I'm 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏, Chairperson, Serekunda Central Constituency. So my question will go directly to Lord Mayor, and it's pertaining to, I heard that there are going to be 7 football fields that are going to be constructed. So my concern is whether Serekunda Central Mboyo field is part of those projects. And the other thing is, it's under education. I didn't hear much about tertiary, let's say skills training. So in my community, Serekunda Central, we are only having a primary school and no junior secondary, no higher education. And it's a very old community. So I'm asking whether we are also thinking about, at least having a skills training center within Serekunda where young people can learn skill. The third is pertaining to the budget, that is to KEMO. Whether you are also considering like Arabic students, like during your scholarships or other packages, like people who are not in the formal sector. That's my, not in the conventional education.
Thank you. Any other person?
A lady? One more lady? The other lady over there? Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is 𝒂𝒂𝒃𝒄𝒎. I'm from Abugo. I'm into business, doing fashion, especially on kids' outfit, like the one Momo put on. So my question is, I have enough space and little girls like to work with me, but I'm scared to employ most of them or ask them to come and join me for trainings because I need more materials and items to bring them in. Thank you. That's my question.
Any other person? Short and precise.
Let's take 5 before they forget their questions.
Assalamu alaikum to every one of you. I think the first thing I would like to say is that we should not be told to ask only 10 questions because this is a dialogue, and when we say a dialogue or we are here to ask the mayor questions, we should not be said that we should answer or ask only 10 questions. So if there is no time, let those artists that will be coming, let them stop playing because we want to be very serious. Let them stop the playing and we ask the questions. Yes. So, Honorable Mayor, I want to ask you about the roads because it is very disheartening to move from Bakau to Latrikunda. You have to spend almost 1 hour. And this is something that is affecting us. Whether you are a student or not, or whether you are going to run some errands, you have to move 30 minutes or 1 hour before you reach where you want to go. The second thing is that we always forgot about one sector of our population, and that is those with different abilities. That is people living with disabilities. I do not hear any plans that have been mentioned about people living with disabilities, and they are also part of the sports sector. We talk about the sports where we said we are going to have 7 mini stadiums and we will have basketballs and football. But what about those that are involved in athletics? What about the persons with disabilities that are also involved in sports? What do we have for them as a council? And the third thing I would like to talk about is I live in Bakau and we have women that are fully concentrating on agriculture. And these women are facing many difficulties when it comes to funds, when it comes to pest and disease control. They are facing all those difficulties. What is the Honorable Councillor doing to make sure those women that are involved in the gardening are fully supported? Thank you.
Thank you. I think the mayor and the councillor can respond and we take all the 5 questions. Yeah.
I would like to recognize the president of Bahama and Jelly Madi. They are here with us. Thank you so much for coming. We'll give you the platform shortly.
All right, thank you very much. I think these are very good questions. I will go from the first person who asked. I think it was Mr. Abdulba. and he asked about market spaces for youths in Serekunda. So Abdul, like I said, KMC has a shortage of market space. More people want to sell in KMC than market space available. And as you know, KMC is a hub. Our daytime population is 600,000 people, and our residents are only 500,000, meaning people are coming from the West Coast region as far out as Gunjur, Fonyi, you name it, to come sell in KM, and that creates a big shortage in market spaces available. So this is why I said, as part of our plans, we are going to develop 7 markets with 1,000 vendor spaces, and I think it's the responsibility of your youth councillor to ensure that youths are prioritized in the allocation of those spaces. On your second question about 𝒂𝒂𝒏, yes, 𝒂𝒂𝒏 is the biggest health problem in the Gambia. It is not only a municipal issue, it's a national issue. Waste comes in from West Coast region, even sometimes Banjul, all going to the 𝒂𝒂𝒏. But our biggest challenge is relocation. If we close 𝒂𝒂𝒏, where will people take their waste? And if you have been following the municipality and our advocacy, you will realize for the past 4 years, we have been in a confrontation with government about them allocating land outside the municipality that can be a safe space to dump, and it does not disturb any Gambians, whether they are people from KMC or not. Because we don't want to repeat the mistakes of 𝒂𝒂𝒏 in somebody else's backyard. For the past 4 years, we've been in back and forth with government. If you even remember, I had invited the president in 2018 just to make sure we have the political will to ensure that the 𝒂𝒂𝒏 has relocated. Unfortunately, we have not had the necessary support over the past 3 years. However, recently, we see some improvement with the incoming of the new minister. And finally, we are talking about relocation, and we are on the verge of securing funds to make that possible. Now, your question about have we engaged people in the vicinity? Yes, we do engage them all the time. The 𝒂𝒂𝒏 affects the people of Bakote, Manjai, and Dipakunda. We have a task force where we have actually secured funding through that task force called the BMZ project at the tune of $42 million to improve the facilities at the dump site. If you have been inside, you will notice that there's a fully constructed concrete roads creating access. There are solar lights, there's recycling hangars, there's toilet blocks, there's a water system to ensure that whenever there is a fire, it could be quelled easily. And nobody doubts KMC's commitment. KMC, with its taxpayers' money, has spent almost $8 million to fence the entire perimeter of the 𝒂𝒂𝒏 site as 1.8 kilometers long, 3 meters high, with a green zone in front, with 300 trees. So we are committed to ensure that 𝒂𝒂𝒏 site is not a hazard in KMC. But we have to work with all stakeholders to ensure it is relocated. Because as we know, KMC is the most built-up area in the Gambia. There's no empty land we can relocate dumping. So it has to definitely be outside of KMC, and we are working very hard on that. Your last question about this program, believe you me not, this program was initiated by Kemo Bojang, the youth councillor, and 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒏, the president of KMYC, that they want to make sure next year's budget is not just them sitting down and thinking what the youths want. They want it to be participatory. So I assure you, it has nothing to do with elections. But I think, like you said, it should be something that should be regular and it should be annual. Thank you for those questions. The next question was from Fatmata. Fatmata asked about security. Yes, the state of security in the Gambia, and especially in KM, is appalling. I believe, by my count, we have had 7 murders in the Gambia within the month of September, which is an unprecedented event. This is scary. It's scary for everybody. I just read an article yesterday about the people of Bakau Newtown who said they are now in fear of leaving their houses past an hour. It is a difficult issue, but it is the responsibility of all of us. I know we have police who are primarily responsible for crime fighting and crime prevention, but at the end of the day, there are more people than police. So communities must also take responsibility in helping secure their neighborhoods. But we also urge the government, they need to do more to prevent drug use and abuse in the communities. They need to do more to provide jobs for youths. They need to do more to ensure that there's enough patrols at night to ensure that this is a deterrent for people looking to inflict crime in our communities. But it is definitely something that is appalling, and we do hope it improves over the years. The next one is from Cherno Jalo. Yes, you mentioned about saving parks, and if more, these parks are not football fields. I want to clarify, because I just heard somebody say, Mayor has said we will build 7 mini stadiums. This is not 7 mini stadiums. Before tomorrow you start saying, I promise and I fail. Football field as a football field is not part of it. However, we are looking to upgrade and invest in all the football fields. And like I said, we have a $50 million project for one of the football fields already planned. The second one you asked, what is council doing about education? Unfortunately, education is not under the purview of councils. Education is under the purview of the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education and the Ministry of Higher Education. However, as a municipality, all that is within our borders is our concern. So we do support students who wish to pursue scholarships through our education committee. We do help schools who wish to build toilet blocks and other facilities that improve education. We also, like I said, are building the first municipal library of its kind. So we wished we had more responsibility in this, but it's not quite under our jurisdiction. The only school under our jurisdiction is Charles Jau. Charles Jau is the only school under KMC's management and control. And in the next few months, we will be building an assembly hall which is 1,000 seaters in Charles Jau. So that's what we are doing for education. You asked about skills training. Like we said, our library will also boast an innovation hub. The innovation hub is primarily for skills training. As Kemo has alluded to also, we are looking to build a 500-seater culture and art center or a theater, which will encourage youths, and we see Gambia has now brilliant artists who are showing that with art you can make a living, with art you can boost the economy. And you have seen the likes of Badibunka, Mr. Barham, and Jali Madi, all thriving and successful artists. But they don't have a venue sometimes in which they can exercise this art, a venue that is affordable. And this is why we are committed to building this Arts and Culture Center. The next one was from Senabu Sane. She asked for support for her fashion design or skills training program. I would like to let you know that KMC, through our Talenting South Ward Councilor, has a project called the Cinderella Project that sponsors girls and young women who are interested in pursuing a fashion business. So if you come to council, we will connect you to Councilor Karamosisi. The last one was Mr. Alassane Cham. He has, I think, 3 questions for me and I think 1 for Kemo. You asked about the road conditions of our municipality. Yes, we are forced to admit that the municipality does need roads, and we need it badly. For the first 5 years in office, we could not concentrate on too many things because we had a council that was falling apart, a council that was failing in many areas. even in terms of salary payments of their own staff, they could not do. So we had a lot to fix in-house, and this is what we concentrated on. Of course, also we had sanitation problem inside the municipality. KMC did not have waste collection mechanisms, and we had to spend a lot of time investing in this and making sure that waste is treated, because this is a priority area. Without health, nothing else matters. So we have sat amongst ourselves and said, look, now that we have started, the Malit project is going well, we have initiated the rehabilitation and the relocation program of 𝒂𝒂𝒃 site. We are about to build several markets. We are building a library. We are about to start a bus service. We have invested in a lot of areas and many areas. We want to concentrate our resources, taxpayers' money, on road construction. The council therefore has created a project called the KMRNP, namely Kanifing Municipal Road Network Project, which will be 38 kilometers of roads and over 20 roads identified that will be constructed over the next 4 years to the tune of $200 million. This is a budget that we have created, and we will pass this coming week in our General Council. So that is a priority for us. The next one you asked was about differently abled people. I don't know if you're aware that Kanifing Municipal Council is the first council in the history of Gambia to nominate a councillor representing this very group. The first ever councillor of the differently abled people exists in KMC by the name of 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒏, who sits in every general council to advocate for this very group, to ensure that in any construction we create wheelchair access, to ensure that with our bus service we create specs that allow for wheelchair access, because we know differently abled people can be discriminated in our society and overlooked and can struggle a lot. So we have this council in place, and we have the first ever budget for differently abled people. Our budget for differently...
Which one?
Hello?
Where's the other mic?
Alpha.
Alpha, I'm going
Alpha.
Alpha is going with the mic.
Alpha.
IZO is light. Okay.
No, when I generator di lañu.
Ñu ngi taal generator bi. On the film ba am nga lights. Are you sure you can handle 5 more questions?
Agriculture.
No, ligi na la ko pass.
102.
Agriculture, we've done a lot in agriculture.
Waiting for light. Very soon you will see light. Gambia, oh Gambia. Yeah, watermelon. think I will be back just in a moment when the light is on. I have to go off for the meantime, but we will be back.